Hello, I am Sarah Aroeste, and I'm so excited to be making one of my favorite sweet treats for Savor, a Sephardic music and food experience. I'm in the kitchen today with my two daughters. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Making something delicious that is most commonly eaten during the holiday of Purim. Are we making Hamantaschen?
No.
No. Hamantaschen, also known as Haman's hat, sometimes even Haman's ear, is what a lot of people are used to eating during the holiday of Purim, which commemorates when Jews were nearly annihilated by the evil Haman. Boo.
Boo.
But in Sephardic tradition, we have other foods related to the character of Haman. We sometimes eat Haman's hair, it's a type of spaghetti, that's kind of gross. Haman's fleas, cookies with sesame seeds or poppy seeds on top.
Disgusting.
That is disgusting. Or even Haman's eyes. It's an egg wrapped in dough. But today we are making, Haman's nose?
No.
Haman's mouth?
No, definitely not.
Haman's fingers! This is a Purim treat common among Sephardim, especially from Greece and Turkey, where my family is from. My grandfather was born in the Ottoman Empire in a city called Monastir, which today is known as Bitula in North Macedonia. I knew I wanted to make this dish for Savor for a couple of reasons. First, I remember being a small kid and being in some of my family members' kitchens cooking sweet treats with them. And of course, I wanted to cook something with my children because cooking with different generations is how I grew up, and it's so important to me. But the song that's inspiring this dish is literally about young sisters cooking in the kitchen with phyllo dough and walnuts. How perfect! The first thing we're going to do is prepare the filling. Now I start with the nuts. Of course, we need to use walnuts because that's what the song calls for. And I like to add in almonds because I think it gives a really nice texture and extra flavor. I know some people use pistachios or even pine nuts, but I'm gonna stick with these two. I'm gonna add a pinch of salt, some cinnamon, and some powdered sugar. Now I know some people like to dust the final product with powdered sugar, but I'm gonna use mine in the recipe so that I can save the special syrup to put on top at the end. And now we're going to grind it just to about a medium consistency. Now we're going to take our phyllo dough. Now I know some people are scared of phyllo dough, but it's actually very forgiving. So first we're gonna take it out. It has to be defrosted. And normally phyllo dough comes in 18 by 12 sheets. And what we're gonna do, the very first thing we're gonna do is we are going to cut it lengthwise and crosswise. And we're gonna make, you're gonna see in a minute, equal rectangles. And then we're gonna place them on top of each other, just like this. Okay, now we have our stack. And because phyllo dough can get dried out, I recommend taking a damp paper towel and just placing it gently on top of the squares that you're not using, just like that. Okay, so we're gonna take 2 or 3 at a time. You don't have to be too exact if it's a little bit more. You don't wanna go less than 2. And we're gonna take our 2 or 3, and I'm gonna remember to cover up the rest that I'm not using so it doesn't dry out. I'm gonna take some butter and brush the inside. Then I'm gonna take a tablespoon of our delicious filling. Again, it doesn't have to be too exact. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go right by the edge and I'm gonna pour out a line, and I like to use my thumb to help it stay in a line, just like that. Then I'm gently going to fold over the side closest to me so it goes right over that filling. And then I'm gonna tuck in the sides, and then I'm gonna continue rolling away from me. Voila. Then you're gonna wanna transfer it to your tray. It doesn't have to be greased, but I recommend using parchment paper. And you wanna make sure that the seam is down. Then you're just gonna brush it with some butter on the top, just like that. Gentle, gentle. Do it one more roll. Good, good. Now we're gonna move it over here. Roll, roll. Perfect. So now I filled up a tray. I can normally fill about 12 onto a tray. You want to keep them about 1.5 inches apart. And we're going to put them in an oven at 400 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes until they're golden brown. Here we go. While our fingers are baking is a perfect time to make our syrup. Now there are a lot of syrups you can make. Some people I know use orange rind, which is delicious, but I really love a traditional Sephardic flavoring of rose water and cardamom. So that's what we're going to make. So first we are going to put in our rose water. We're going to combine sugar and 2 cardamom pods. I'm going to break them up. And then we're going to put it over heat. We want it to boil and mixing it. We're going to mix it all the while until it becomes clear, and then you know it's turned into a syrup. Then you're going to turn off the heat and let it sit until your fingers are ready.
Smells really good. There we go.
Those look delicious. So let's let them cool for just a minute or two, and then we'll pour our syrup on top. Haman's fingers are done. The syrup is done. We cooled it, we filtered it, and we transferred it here. And now we're gonna pour it onto our finished product. Anybody wanna help? Ooh, you just wanna drizzle it on. What I love about this recipe is that it's so fun and easy to make with kids. And I'm so lucky that I'm able to pass on this tradition to my children and to you. So let's taste them. You ready? What do you think? Enjoy. Thank you so much for watching and playing with us in the kitchen. That's what cooking is all about. It should be fun, and you should share it with the people that you love.